Hello students. So today we will start with the part 2 of history chapter 1, that is what, where, how and when from the NCERT book. So let us continue with today's video with the part 2. So finding out about the past. There are several sources through which we can find out about the past. So basically I have discussed in previous video that how do we come to know about the past by the study of history. Now basically, so what are the sources through which we can come to know about the past, not only through studying history, but what is the proof, what is the evidence about that our past existed. So the sources are through manuscripts. So basically what is manuscripts? So search for and read books that were written long ago. These are called manuscripts because they are written by hand. So basically manuscripts are the written documents. So this comes from the Latin word manu, meaning hand. These were usually written on palm leaf. Generally it is the manuscripts are written in palm leaf or on the specifically prepared book or bark of a tree, prepared bark of a tree known. So generally manuscripts were handwritten documents, and the handwritten documents were not during that time they did not have papers. So what did they do? They recorded in the bark of a tree or in the leaf of the palm leaf. So as the birch which grows in the Himalayas. So generally those the leaf or the bark of the tree are generally belonging to the generally it is grown, these trees are grown in the Himalayan region. So this is called manuscripts. Now here is a picture of manuscripts. You can see that how manuscripts look during that time. So it's basically, you can see it is handwritten and it is on a piece of a palm, it is a leaf piece. So this is a manuscript picture which is shown in the slide. Now next source is that over the years many manuscripts were eaten away by insects. So some were destroyed by many and have survived, often preserved in temples and monasteries. So manuscripts were basically, most of the manuscripts were destroyed because it was written in organic base, like in the leaves, like in the bark of a tree, and these since they are living or beings, since this is a living source, plants are living source, it may often get eaten by the trees and insects. So many of the manuscripts are destroyed, but those which have been survived are preserved in the temples or in monastery. These books dealt with all kinds of subject, religious belief. Often it is written, manuscripts are written on the basis of religious belief and practices, the lives of kings, and medicine. Even upon medicine subject it was also written in and scientific related subject was also written as manuscripts. Now besides, there are epics, poems, plays. Many of these were written in Sanskrit, others were in Prakrit. So generally these manuscripts were written in Prakrit language, which is the language used by ordinary people. Long back ago, ordinary people used to speak use Prakrit language or speak in Prakrit language because it was very easier than Sanskrit. Now, and Tamil language was also used for writing manuscripts. Now next source is the source inscriptions. Now what is inscriptions? Basically these are writings on relatively hard surfaces such as stone or metal. Sometimes king got their orders inscribed so that people could see, read and obey them. There are other kinds of inscriptions as well, where men and women, including kings and queens, recorded what they did. So generally, what is inscription? Inscription is the writings which is written upon stone, not only on leaf, but some writings were written upon stones or metal. In the hard object, the people also used to write and inscribe using certain tools. With not with pen they used to write, but using certain tool they just inscribed in the stone or metal, because stone and metal are hard surfaces, so we cannot write on them. So they used to put hammer and use certain tools and inscribe in the form of writing. And generally, what type of writing was there? Like king's order or king's rules were generally inscribed on inscription, so that ordinary people during that time could read and obey them. So there are many kinds of other inscription where men and women, where many kings wrote that what men and women in their kingdom, what they did, how they lived their life. So inscription are basically on stones and metals, which is especially on hard objects. For example, you can see in the slide the picture of inscription here. See the stone inscribed inscription. Next, so we came to know about the sources here. Now, who used these sources, or how did the sources is read, or how now in modern days, or how the people can come through to know the sources? Because nowadays in ordinary people cannot, we the ordinary people cannot read inscription or manuscripts now in the modern times. So in modern times, just like scientists, in the background of history, archaeologists are there to research. The archaeologists research upon these manuscripts and inscriptions. So let us see who archaeologists are generally. So those who study these objects are called archaeologists. They study the remains of buildings. They even study the buildings, monuments, stone and brick. They also study about stone and brick, paintings and sculptures, old paintings and sculpture. They research upon that also. They also explore and excavate like dig under the surface of the earth. They also explore and excavate bones, tools, weapons, pans, ornaments, coins. Archaeologists also look for bones of animals, birds and fish to find out what people ate in the past. To find out about the past, to research on past, archaeologists research on these various sources like inscription, coins, tools, weapons, bones. So different objects they used to research upon, and they find out the past. Now you can see in the next slide, as you can see in the picture, see that it is an archaeologist who researches on this, who is researching on this bone, and he is just excavated and he is researching upon it. So he is an archaeologist. So student, I hope you have understood the video well. So in the next video we'll meet you. Thank you. Have a great day.